are live, and I'll tell you guys all about the technical difficulties that have been happening in a few minutes because I have to catch you guys up to speed on where we are. Today is Thursday, which means we are live. I go live every Thursday morning, but today we are talking all about the Cricut Maker, and we're making this special video for you guys to share this video today, okay? Literally, it needs to be shared today. The giveaway will launch in about an hour at 11 o'clock, so it's 10 o'clock here. At 11 o'clock, the giveaway will launch. I'm gonna tell you about all these technical difficulties in a second, but it will launch and you guys will be able to enter for the free Cricut Maker, which hopefully will get to you. We're not promising it will get to you by Christmas, but we're gonna try our bestest to get it to you by Christmas if you win it. But today is the last day that you guys can order a Cricut, anything on the website, and be sure that you're gonna get it by Christmas with free express shipping for $75 or more. Yeah, okay. So I gotta remember what I already said and what I didn't say. I just went live and I was wondering why barely anyone was there and I could not find the video, but I was on my vlog channel and thankfully somebody said it and I couldn't read the comments because I couldn't find the video. So a couple technical difficulties have been going. Now I see the video. Now I can read your guys' comments. We are in gear. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking all about this machine, what it is, and why somebody would want it for their birthday or Christmas. This video will be shareable throughout time, so if you want the machine and it's past Christmas, share this with someone so they can understand why you want it. But I am trying my darndest to get you guys to make sure you know that today is the last day you can actually get it for someone. So either if you want to get it for someone or you want to share it to someone you love that might think about getting it, literally today is the last day that you can order it and promise you're going to get it. But there is free shipping on orders over $75 today, and the Explore series is on sale right now, and the Maker never has gone on sale and probably won't go on sale for a while, but it is included with bundles, okay? So I feel like I got a little bit of like a dry run of what I wanted to say because we were just literally on my vlog channel and I was like freaking out. I'm like, why is there nobody here? I have been so excited about this. I want people to enter for this. So the giveaway will open at 11 and it'll be open until Saturday at noon. So don't be afraid that if you missed this live that you didn't get in, but you will be able to enter for this until Saturday at noon my time. So it's 10 o'clock now. So like 2 hours past this time on Saturday is when it closes, depending on where you are. So I hope that that makes sense. So I hope you guys have your questions ready for this machine. I'm gonna kind of go over some of my favorite things about it. The Explore series is also a great series, but it's this is like the top of the line, but it's also, they're also great on the same level for certain products. So if you are going to be doing some stuff with them, the Cricut Explore or the Explore 2 or the Explore Air might be great for you. So if you do actually want to know the difference between all of them, I have a video on like the overview of all 4 machines, the latest 4 machines, and like which one's actually best for you. So if you're really trying to figure that out, there's actually a video that I go into everything. Oh, and mind my ears, we made these last week in our live video. I just wanted to show you guys because they turned out so cute. Okay, thank you. Okay, so like I said, you do not have to be here live. If it's later on, the links are in the description. Okay, there is no giveaway until an hour. First, there is a giveaway that launches in an hour. That was planned, but my website is down, so I was gonna embed it in my website, but I'll put the link in this video as soon as it's over just to get to the giveaway, and I'll share it on Facebook so you won't have any issues getting to the giveaway. My website was down. I went live on my vlog channel, and yeah, so fun, okay? Technicalities, never, always when you need them, right? Okay, so someone's saying they already shared this on Twitter. That's awesome. So it'll be, the giveaway will walk you through how to do it, but All right, so this machine, good morning everyone. I showed the hubby a few of your videos and he went and got me one. Yay! Okay, so that's what we're hoping here, okay? Secretly, okay, if someone sent this to you, don't listen to this part, skip ahead. But we're secretly trying to convince people that you need this machine, because you do, depending on what you do with your life. But this machine, I've told you guys many, many times, it's super practical for lots of things. I was debating, I was going to load up this whole table with all the Christmas presents I made, but I didn't want to give that away because I know that there's a lot of my friends and family who want to win this machine, who are like, yay! So I didn't want to load those up and give away what I actually made. Like, give away, literally, like, not literally, but I don't know. You know what I mean. I didn't want to show them the presents that I made because I didn't want to do that. But I was going to load it up and be like, look at all these presents I made for under this, under that. You know, I've saved so much money making presents for people for the last couple years that saves itself. It probably pays for itself in one Christmas, literally, because you make everybody presents and it's awesome. Just got my maker for my birthday and I love it already. My fiance got it for me since I've been watching your videos so much. Do you guys hear this? This is good. You guys, if you get this for someone you love, you're going to feel loved for the rest of your life because you did a good thing. Thanks, Katie. So let's see. So this machine, I really just talked about all this on my vlog channel, so I'm like, what did I say and what have I not said already? So this machine came out in October, and you guys probably followed me to the Cricut Mountain Make-a-thon a little bit, and we got to play with it, we got to hang out with it, we got to get our hands on it and use it. But we also got to bring one home and we've been playing with them. I have been doing still a lot of tutorials that are user-friendly for both of these because I know that a lot of you guys don't have this machine yet. So you'll see some sewing tutorials here and there on my channel, but I'm not gonna dive into this machine until, I'm gonna dive into it, but I'm not gonna dive fully into it until I know that this is the machine that most people have. But for the most part, I know that a lot of people still have the Explore series, which is an amazing series, and a lot of my tutorials, most of my tutorials, except maybe the stocking tutorial, are all available to be used on this machine. So they're all great. All the machines are great. I bought my Explore Air 2 and then like a month later the Maker came out. I wish I would have waited. Yes, so that is probably the #1 issue that people are having with the Maker, is that they just finally saved up to get this, or they just finally bought this and this came out and they wish Cricut would have told them. And I've kind of gone over this quite a bit, but Cricut didn't know exactly when this was coming out. This has been a machine that's been in the making for 3 years, and what started the whole thing was the rotary blade. So Ashish, and I don't know if it was him himself, but wanted to do the rotary blade on this machine, and when they took it to the engineers told them this machine is great, but it doesn't have the technology to run the rotary blade. So instead of just figuring out a new Explore series that could run a rotary blade, they went into like fantastic Cricut mode and wanted to make sure that this was going to be able to not only handle the rotary blade, but handle tons of other things that they're gonna throw at it in the next, I don't know, years to come. So they've already been working on the deep cut blade. Obviously it hasn't been released because they're actually making sure that it's perfect before they actually do release it, but they have the deep cut blade, they have the rotary blade, and I don't know what other things are, but they said that they're working on 50 other things. So I know that it's kind of frustrating, but this has not lost very much value. So it hasn't lost value in its use at all. It's still an amazing machine. This machine doesn't make this machine any worse. This machine is just a kind of better machine and does other things. But when it comes to cutting the materials that you're already were wanting to cut when you got this machine, it does the same exact things. This thing's just better for new materials, if that makes sense. So you already wanted this because of vinyl and paper and iron-on and all the other awesome things that this can cut. It's still an amazing machine. This is amazing for fabric and for all the new stuff coming, but it's just the same with vinyl. The Explore 2 and the Maker, cutting the vinyl and all the products that it already has, it's the same. It cuts 2 times as fast as and this cuts 2 times as fast. This does have a lot more pressure. However, it only uses that amount of pressure on new products. It doesn't use more pressure on vinyl or paper or anything like that. But this does have 10 times more pressure when using the new tools, like the deep cut blade and things like that. So you will be able to cut a little bit deeper things and more hard things and stuff like that. So let's see. What does the new machine do that the other doesn't? Okay, so this basically cuts 10 times harder with more pressure, but it's really set up to do the future stuff like I was just talking about. So the new machine itself cuts with more pressure, but the new blades are what actually does the most parts of it. So it's not that the machine does more, the machine's just more capable to use new accessories, so, and new blades and new things like that. So the blades, they would have loved to add them to this machine, but they couldn't, so they came up with the new machine. So it's really kind of like trying to figure out what exact projects you're doing, and we're kind of all up in the air or trying to figure out what actually the future looks like for this machine. The future looks bright with this machine. You can't go wrong with it. But this machine is never gonna stop being amazing. This machine is awesome, the Explorer 2. And this thing in black at Michael's, they have an exclusive black one, is so pretty, but I doubt you can get it because it was so pretty that I think it sold out super fast. But it was an exclusive. It was almost like my gold one that was exclusive to Joann's. That one was like one that everyone wanted. But the black, it's like matte black. It's so pretty. I'm like, I want that machine. But getting another machine just because of the color, that's not a good reason. I went to your blog, to YouTube. So I do not know when the knife blade comes out. I've been wanting one so bad, however, I got laid off and the one under my tree had to go back. Oh, Layla, I hope I give you, I mean, you guys are all telling me all these things and I wish that I could just send you guys all Cricuts, but like, there's so many things that I'm like, oh, I hope you win, I hope you win, but honestly, I'm doing it through Gleam, so it's like 100% random. I know that there's people in my life that I'm like, I want them to win too, but like, it's 100% random, it's all through Gleam, so I can't choose the winner, but I would love to be able to bless everyone with one. I love watching your videos and got my mom started watching them too. Every time my mom and I go to the craft store, we say, what would Auntie Tay do? Oh, that's cute. I love that. So, yeah, I don't ever know what I would do, actually. There's a lot of days that I'm like, surprise myself, and then there's some days where I'm like, I got nothing. So, I'm actually buying or saving to buy the new machine. Yeah, so that's awesome. If you want to get yourself a machine, that's cool too. But yeah, this, I mean, either way, the machine is amazing. It's not gonna go, you just gotta order it online today, literally, if you want it by Christmas. So that's the whole reason we were like jumping on and making sure that you guys knew that, and I want to do the giveaway to make sure that you guys like get it in time if the winner wants it for Christmas. We're gonna try our hardest to get it there to you by Christmas. So if you do buy the machine and you end up winning, don't worry, because you can return your machine and get a refund. They might even give you a refund and just let you keep the machine. I don't know how that works, but you don't worry if you end up sending this to someone and they get it for you and then you win it. Yeah. What would Auntie Tay do? That's so cute. Yeah, that is super cute. I can't use it as a slogan though, because I kind of feel like I'm like full of myself, but you guys are free to say it. What setting on Maker for outdoor vinyl? So for outdoor vinyl, what I would do is I would cut on basic vinyl just a little test circle or a little square or something, and then make sure that that works. And then if that doesn't work, and if they don't have an actual setting for outdoor vinyl, I'm not sure. Oh, I was actually going to try to cut something with you guys too today. I was going to cut fabric with the new SVG that I just designed, and I'm really excited about it. But what were we just talking about? Oh, then you can up the pressure. So there's a little spot that you can reduce or increase your pressure on each setting. So whether it's vinyl, whether it's whatever, if they don't have a custom setting for exactly what you're using, start with something that's similar and then do a very little test, figure that out, and then if it's too deep, lower the pressure. If it's too not deep enough, then up the pressure, if that makes sense. So I would go nuts if I knew I had a Cricut under my tree. No restraint, right? And you'd want to open it because you'd want to make Christmas presents for people. But let me tell you, getting started on Christmas presents is never too early. So I've got some fabric right here, and I designed, so are my Mickey people here, or any of my Mickey ear makers here? I'm super excited about something that I didn't just come up with it. One of my loyal patrons, Jillian, who has an amazing Mickey ear shop, Jillian's Pixie shop, she asked me if I could turn my printable template into an SVG, and I did, and I'm gonna try it with you guys. So if it doesn't work, it's not because the maker doesn't work, it's because my SVG doesn't work. But I designed it so that the SVG will cut and write, and so this is something that I'm going to start trying to practice, is designing patterns. So if you don't know about the maker, patterns are now, they're partnered with Simplicity, so they're always releasing these really awesome patterns that are already ready to go, and you just plop the fabric on and cut it, and you've got all these pieces. And if you guys want to see more, I did the stockings video with this, and it cut all my pieces for my stockings. You don't have to use a pattern, you don't have to use scissors. I mean, you have to use scissors eventually for like other little things, but you don't have to use scissors to cut your fabric. You don't have to pin your template. So if you're a sewer, this is an essential. Like, this is gonna be something super fun for you. But if you have no idea how to sew, this will be a machine that will definitely take some time for you to kind of like jump into the world of sewing and stuff like that. But if you're a seamstress or you're a sewer or you love sewing, this machine is amazing. But so, no pun intended, I designed it so that the Mickey ears will cut and it will draw. So we used to have to cut out the template out of paper, draw that onto the fabric, cut the fabric. So you had to cut the template, you had to cut the fabric, you had to cut the other template for the foam, then you had to cut the foam, what else? And then you had to make the sewing line template to trace around. So now it's just one set. It's just we're gonna try it. We're just gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna actually use a black pen, which I have down here. Wait, let me see if this is a good pen to use. This is decent. Okay, I'm gonna use a black pen, which you'll wanna use the sewing pen, or the fabric pen for this, but I'm gonna use a black pen so I can show you guys what I mean by the drawing. So what it does is it marks out all the spots where you're supposed to sew with a fabric pen that will eventually wash off when you wash the project, or it marks on the wrong side so you can not see it. But you just lay your fabric onto your new fabric mat. So there's the pink mat that is for fabric specifically, which I love because you don't have to clean it. That is like one of the rules, you're not supposed to clean it, and that just fits my life so well because I have so many mats that have random things on them because I just was too lazy. I'm just gonna call it like it is. I was too lazy to clean them off, so I just put them back, and when I go to do my next project, I'm like, do I have a different mat? Because I don't want to have to clean this mat. So let me go back and read some of your guys' comments before we get moving on this. How do we enter? So the giveaway will start in 41 minutes, and there will be if my blog starts working, it will be on my blog. If not, there will be a link in this video and a link on Facebook, and I'll share the links across the world to try to get it to you guys, but Facebook for sure, and this video will have it in the description. But I really want to add it to my blog so you guys can be on the hub to get the coupon codes and see the deals all at the same time. But for some reason, Wix, you're not working today, and let's see. Now Wix is gonna work. So it will be live on my blog in 40 minutes. Okay, so you guys, hopefully my fabric stash will go down and my sewing machine gets a good workout, Can't wait to cut patterns and my quilt pieces faster and more accurate. I can see some sewing tools collecting dust. oh my gosh, if I was a quilter, this would be the first thing that I would purchase. I don't even know how quilters do it. They are amazing. Let's just put it that way. But this thing will cut all of your pieces for you with no pattern needed, no drawing needed, no measuring needed, no anything needed. You just literally put your fabric on the board and the maker cuts the pieces for your quilt. It kind of takes the like work out of the quilt, so that when you get, like, if you were to give the quilt to someone, they might like think you didn't put that much time into it, even though you do. All quilts are gonna take a million bajillion years. I don't know how they do that. But how do I put my name on my Cricut? So like this is print and cut vinyl. So I know you guys ask about this like every day. I have this open and I gotta stop making things look so cute. Like my tumbler. I posted a picture of my tumbler on Instagram and everybody's asking how to do it. So I literally shot the tutorial because I was sitting there shooting tutorials and I had my tumbler out, so I ironed on this thing, so I posted a really cute picture on Instagram and everyone's like, how do you do it? So I shot the video and then I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot them a video because there's too many people who wanna know how to do this. The easiest way to clean mats is with soap and water, ? So what I was talking about is actually just scraping the extra pieces of paper off, and these you don't want to clean. Because you're only using fabric, there's going to leave like little shards of fabric on there, and you don't want to clean them because I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. I know there's an answer to it, but they say don't clean it. They don't clean the fabric off. Don't like the little, obviously like take the pieces of fabric off, but don't take the little strings. You'll see in a second when I'm going to load this and get it ready to go so that we can get moving, and I can even see if my new SVG is going to work. And if this doesn't work, so I have it set to cut and draw. I'm hoping it'll draw first. So it's going to tell me that my tools and my mat are loaded and get my pen ready. So I'm gonna put this in the accessories spot by clicking it into there. Funny story, I've never used a pen on my maker yet, so we'll figure that out. Okay, I think it's gonna draw first, so I'm just gonna get it ready to go. And hopefully it'll draw my circles, and then hopefully it will cut my circles. So, yep, it's drawing my circles. So you just wanna make sure your fabric's down really flat. This is exciting, I'm so excited, especially if you're a Mickey ear maker and you have this, Jillian, who gave me the idea. But this is for the sewing template. I still have to make the no-sew template. This is design. Okay, so it went and it drew. Now it's going in, it's gonna check the blade to make sure. That's what this machine does too. It checks your blade to tell you if you have the right blade. It won't cut if you have the wrong blade in. So, is it cutting? Now it's cutting. I'm excited. Okay, this is gonna make Mickey ears so much fun. We're going to Disney World, so I'm gonna make Mickey ears for everyone, and I literally can make them now. In that amount of time, it was one ear because I only wanted to do one, but I set it up so that it'll cut 2 ears on one mat. Okay, let's see. And I set it on cotton. I'm hoping that was the right setting, but it might have needed just a little bit more pressure, but it'll come apart. It'll work. Okay, so it cut the fabric. I probably could have used a different setting because I don't think this is 100% cotton, but look at how I designed it so that it literally cuts, saving amount of space, and you have 2 pieces of fabric, and then you pin these together, and then you get ready to sew them, and the sewing line is already there. Can you see it? It drew the sewing line. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for many reasons, because I have been wanting to learn how to make patterns so that it draws and cuts at the same time, and I did it. I did it, and I created it in Illustrator, and I created it as an SVG, and I created a tutorial for you guys, so I'm super excited all about that. So I literally just made one of my Mickey ears in like 2 seconds. I know it was longer than 2 seconds, but that was fast, and I actually have it set to do both ears at the same time. I'm gonna take this out so that it doesn't dry up. But yes, you would use the fabric pen. You probably don't even need to use the fabric pen for this, because unless your fabric's really thin, but it doesn't show through on the other side. So you can really use any of the thin Cricut pens. But that was a fun story because I think this is the first tutorial I've ever done with an actual pen because I just haven't gotten around to it, but I have some in the works for you guys. But I just wanted to show you guys it working and what it does. And if you're a seamstress, this machine for sure, if you're a seamstress. This one for a seamstress is pretty useless. It cuts fabric, it cuts bonded fabric, but it doesn't cut fabric very well. Which was kind of one of the things I was pretty bummed about when I actually started working with them, because I do love working with fabric a lot, but it does cut bonded fabric, so like anything you put on the back of your fabric so that it stabilizes it, it does cut that, and it even has a setting for bonded fabric. So I think their whole goal was to really be able to use fabric one day, and so now it's like, it's here, it's finally here, and it's awesome. So 34 minutes and this will go live. I'm gonna embed it on my blog right now. You guys will see it, but it will not be available until until 11 when it actually goes live. 11 my time. It's 10:27 right now. So let me go back to your guys' comments. Trying to do 500 things here. Okay, the easiest way to clean mats is soap and water. Did I even answer that? So cleaning it off with your scraper tools, but yes, I actually do use soap and water. I don't re-stick my mats because it can damage your machine. But my number one tip is just to baby your mats. Make sure you're taking really good care of them, always covering them back up, not leaving them out without the cover because dust will gather on them, and then once there's dust on them, it loses its sticky. So, and another tip for your mats is to use the same products on one mat. So like if you use felt a lot, try to use your felt mats for felt, and your paper mats for paper, just to keep them separate, because your felt mats are gonna get real less sticky, which I really like less sticky for paper. I like my depending on what kind of paper, I like my mats to be really not sticky. So there's a few different mats that you'll have to look into if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but there's different mats for different products, and really playing with those products is how you kind of realize like, okay, this product probably needs a more grippy mat, and this one, like iron-on, I use my strong grip mats. Paper, I use my light grip mats. Fabric, obviously we use the new fabric mat, and then the standard grip mat is, when the standard grip mat is really fresh, I like to use my iron-on on it, but once it starts to kind of get the sticky gone, I definitely move up to the strong grip for iron-on. And you guys know that I use iron-on the most, so especially glitter iron-on, because it's so thick and it curls so easy that I have to have it stick down really good, so the strong grip. I want one now so bad. That machine is so cool. Yeah, so I need to get on here and show you guys it more in person, because that just made me so excited to make Mickey ears, because I'm gonna go get fabric for my Mickey ears like ASAP. But guys, so can you imagine if you had a business where you had to make things and you had to make a bunch of them? I could put my long mat on and I could literally make, especially because the new SVG I just designed is space saving. We used to lay our ears out like next to each other, and now we're like overlapping them so they cut in one cut. I could probably cut a good pair of like 10 ears on one mat. So guys, it is what it is. My blog is auntietay.com. I'm updating it right now. I could not update it because Wix was down, and I was kind of bummed. I was really bummed. And it was down to the point where like you guys couldn't even go to my blog. It was down so I couldn't add it to my blog, and you guys couldn't even go. So I was like, oh, this whole thing is gonna be a disaster. But somebody's gonna win this, and it's gonna be the person who needs it, and we're gonna love that they get it, and it's gonna work out, right? So let me go to the Cricut page and add this right now. Once again, it's not gonna be available for 30 more minutes to actually go on, but it will be available. You'll see it. Where am I going with my life? I'm going to the Cricut page to add the giveaway. That's what I'm doing. All right, so any more questions? I want to answer you guys' questions. I typically use the green standard mat for outdoor vinyl. Yeah, the vinyl and the standard mat are like key. They go together. Do you know if Cricut give expos in Puerto Rico? I have no idea. But sorry, this is piggybacking off the last thing. The strong grip mat eventually turns into about the same thing as the standard mat after it's been used a lot. So like, I've got some pretty old mats out here. So like this mat is pretty done, but it's not done because it's a strong grip mat. So strong grip mats are really cool because they end up just being like a regular grip mat when they get really dirty like that. But like I said, look it, you can see the little shards of like paper and iron-on and foam and all that and hunter hairs. I've learned now it's best to baby your mats because realistically I'm probably not going to clean them. And clean them as you go. I know that that's like the goal of life for everyone. It's on my Christmas list too. I've watched your videos and don't have either machine, but if I got one, I'd be ready to make crafts for days. Yes, you would be making crafts for days. Okay, so yesterday I actually sat down and made things instead of I shot some videos, but I made stuff, and I forgot how much this thing for just an everyday crafter is so amazing. They're sitting over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 10 people custom gifts, and well, I cut them all, and then my kids helped me weed them the other day. So I pay my kids $1 to weed every project now, and it's actually the smartest thing I've ever chosen to do. And Landis is trying to raise money for her field trip, so it's amazing, which I have to pay for anyways, but don't tell her that. So, so we did 10 projects, and yesterday I just sat and ironed them on. It literally took me 20 minutes to iron on 10 people's gifts. Like I did all of them are iron-on, but I love iron-on, so you guys know that. And I asked that on Facebook yesterday. My favorite product is iron-on. My favorite color is the gold glitter. I just got my maker and easy press for Christmas. I've made 12 gifts in 4 days already. Jessica, it's not even Christmas yet, and you already got it. That's exciting. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. It's probably more fun to have it before Christmas because you're gonna make all your Christmas presents. I'm obsessed with watching your videos. Praying I can acquire one. Yeah, I'm hoping that one of you guys is gonna win it regardless, but I would love the Cricut maker. Can I make rhinestone stencils with my Cricut? Just got mine a week ago. That is actually something I've been looking into trying to figure out how to make. And I don't understand rhinestone stencils at all first. So if I understood how the rhinestone stencils work, I would probably be able to come up with a way to make them. So if you want to message me on Etsy or on Facebook and let me know like how they work, maybe we can come up with an idea and I can teach people. How can you attend some of the previews for Cricut's new products? Well, so like it just depends. The Cricut Mount Makeathon was a big one for this, but they open it up to first people who work with them and influencers and stuff like that, but then they always open it up to the public for other people. So following them on like Facebook and Instagram, and then following people like me and Melody and Ken and Lori will always be the ones to be able to let you guys know if any of that is available. So we will try to inform you guys. A lot of the like ways that they communicate with people is actually through some of us. So like you guys know about the mystery boxes before anyone, because one of the ways that they let us do the like reveal for you guys. So us four, there's a lot of other people out there too that help promote it, but like on YouTube, Melissa, Melody, me, I think Melissa just commented. So Melody, yes, Melissa Garcia, you threw me off. Melody Lane, me, Ken's Creations, Lori Noonmaker. Those four are legit people who are gonna always let you know when the events are happening, if you're invited to things, what you guys can look for. So just those four people are people you always wanna follow if you wanna be on top of the know for everything Cricut. I made all the, okay guys, tell me what you're making for people for Christmas, because that's what I really want to know. So someone said, I made all the kids in our family personalized snowmen. That's so cute. So I thought about doing ornaments this year, but I went with gift baskets instead. Okay, so I went with each person's getting a personalized basket of some sort. It's not necessarily a basket. It might be like, for example, someone's getting a file box because they really need a file box, but they don't like file boxes. So I created a very cute file box so that maybe they would enjoy carrying their file box around everywhere they go. And I can say, I think my mom won't watch this, so it's my mom. But I made her a file box, but then I'm putting everything inside of her file box and wrapping it. And then, so I don't think the men are probably gonna watch this either. My husband brews beer, so we're brewed beer, and so it's actually a full custom homemade gift from my family. This is one of our favorite things. Dustin does like the brewing of the beer for all the men, and then I make something cute for the beer to go in. Cute by, I mean actually manly and something that they would want. So I made like beer caddies with iron-on words on it, and yes, I ironed on the wood. That's gonna be a tutorial. And then I got some of those felt bin things at Target in the dollar spot, even though they were $3 that we did last year. And so I did those, and then I got some metal tins that I did some iron on, and I got some basket, like fabric baskets from TJ Maxx for like under $7. So everyone's getting like I got like a wood box that I'm doing like a game gift box in for a family that we're giving something to. So just like, you can go so many routes. There's like, so I was thinking about ornaments, but I ended up doing gift boxes and stuff like that. Don't have it yet under the tree, but I make wreaths, painting with chalk couture, have so many projects I want to do after Christmas. I'm retired, so I have a lot of time. Donna, that's exciting. Okay, so I am excited for those people who are retired, because you guys literally have the time to do everything we want to do. Good morning from Camp Verde, Arizona. Love your tutorials. Good morning. I made a family tree, pillows for my sisters, t-shirts, water bottles, stockings, a couple quiet book activities, a mug, and a few other things I'm forgetting. See? Can you imagine doing all that without the Cricut? I just don't know how you would do it. You wouldn't have enough time. Retired young. I had to sell my Cricut expression because I needed the money. I immediately regretted it when I found your channel. I would love to start a small business using a maker machine. Stacy, yes, if you're gonna start a small business, that's my number one, this is my number one recommendation if you're gonna start it. Okay, this is why Cricut is amazing. They're awesome, okay? If you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom, which is what I started out as, you know that you long to do something. You long to make stuff or even just sell stuff on Etsy or contribute some way. And I know that it's wrong, because being a stay-at-home mom is 100% okay, and you are contributing far more than you know. But it just comes with being a stay-at-home mom. You end up doing something and you hope that maybe you can sell it to make a couple little extra dollars so you can have some sanity Starbucks here and there. But every stay-at-home mom ends up doing it. They either join like a multi-level marketing, which is absolutely what I would not recommend, or they start their own business, or they do something like that. The Maker or the Explorer, the Cricut series allows women and men, but I'm speaking personally to those stay-at-home moms because I've been there. I have been there. If this was around when, and it was around, actually it wasn't. It was not around to this degree when Landis was born. If the Cricut was alive when my daughter was born the way that it is now, the reason I couldn't afford a Cricut was because there was no way I could have made money with it, with the way that it was set up before. You had to buy the cartridges, and you had to invest a lot of money just to make like a craft for your kid's birthday party. Now it is legit the number one thing I would recommend for you as a mom if you're starting an Etsy store, a blog, period, anything, because it's going to just make it so much more fun and easy, and it's actually fast, so it's gonna help you generate a lot more products so that you can sell them and stuff like that. Whether you do like candles, okay, I'm just gonna give you like an example, and maybe I'll do a video on like 100 stay-at-home mom businesses that you can launch, and that way, or maybe like more than that, because I have ideas all the time. But let's just start with like candles. Say you have a candle making business and you need print and cut labels for your candles. Here's how you do it. Say you have 5 different sizes of those. Here's how you do it. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do. And we've talked about this in some of my old videos, that I really want to start being an advocate for people who want to start being entrepreneurs. And I don't want to talk too much about my patron tiers right now, but my patron tiers, my top tier right now is $10 a month, and that is what I am there for them, is to really help their businesses thrive. I unbox their products. I let them send me anything that they make so I can look at it, and I help them with any questions that they have and stuff like that. So yeah, stay-at-home mom 101. Yes, okay, because I've been there. Do you know how many businesses I started when I was a stay-at-home mom? A whole nother series that I feel like needs to be on my channel soon. Okay, I just made my daughter a Dollar Tree with scrap HTV last night. It says, mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. That is super cute. Okay, so the dollar store and this thing. You're gonna make presents for, you could make 100 people presents for $1 plus your little materials, because and you probably wouldn't, they would probably feel like you spent $1 million, because the dollar store paired with the Cricut is amazing. Just gonna say, okay, these are dollar store Mickey ears we made last year. I made these Mickey ears for under $3. But there wasn't Cricut involved in this. But can you imagine if there was? They'd be even amazinger. Best thing I did was become a Disney Bae and Cricut Bae. Oh, thank you, Melissa. So yeah, and I am always making sure that you guys are getting enough to make it feel like it's worth your time. So if there's ever a time you feel like there's something else or you're lacking, you know, I want you guys to tell me that, because I mean, you guys are like a big priority for me. I would love a video like that. I'll eventually save up enough to buy one again. Yeah, so this Christmas, I wish I could sum this up in like one little snippet you can share with your husband or your boyfriend or whoever. This Christmas, if you have a stay-at-home mom in your life and she's looking to start a business, this is the machine for her. She needs it, and it'll pay for itself if she follows my channel and she starts her business and actually goes. The number one thing about starting a business is, there's comments I want to get to, is following through with it and sticking with it, and then quitting if it doesn't work. Not that, because most businesses will work if you follow it, but quitting it and starting something. There's a book called Quitter, and it's a really good book, and I'll know even more about it when I read it, but my husband told me it was a great book, and it's about quitting things that don't work. And there's a lot of things in this world that don't work. And there's a lot of things in this world that do work. And it's okay to fail, and it's okay to try new things. But this machine will not fail you, and this machine is versatile. So I'm getting really excited. Say you start a candle business and your candle business doesn't work out. Is the maker gonna have an issue with that? No. Move on to your next business that the maker can help you with. Just saying. I know if I wouldn't have jumped into the world of like teaching everyone how to make stuff, I would be making stuff to sell. But that's the number one thing. Thanks, Katie. She said, great infomercial. I've started many businesses as well, hence apprehension. So that is what I'm talking about, Gail, right there. So I just have to do it. There's so many stay-at-home moms that I feel like I could encourage in this world, because one, I'm 100% anti-multi-level marketing for many reasons, and business, because it's not a wise business decision, is my first one. You can enter the drawing in 16 minutes, and it will be live on my blog if I can update it while still commenting. Lydia says, I'm a pastor's wife also. I would love to make extra money. Yes, so Lydia, yes, being a pastor's wife can be fun and hard and all that. So yeah, there are so many avenues you can go with, and I love branding, and I love like helping you guys. So I've been debating starting another patron tier for like specific, maybe it'll even be like the stay-at-home working mom tier, but it'll be like specific company, not companies, but like, I mean, you can turn into a company. You could be called a company eventually, but specific people that want to really jump into that world of entrepreneurship and really need that extra boost of like help and stuff like that. Just being like a mentor to you guys and helping you guys stick with it or quit it, because that's the number one thing. Don't be afraid to quit it if it's not working and try something new. I was kind of ashamed of how many things I tried before I found success in something that I loved. But after now that I look back, I think I was really brave to be able to jump into so many things. I'm kind of crazy, but I was brave. And I'll just tell you, like, it was a lot of things. I owned a consignment store. I had an Etsy store. I had an eBay store. I did, I did parties like where I would like invite people and sell things of my own stuff. I did a daycare. I did a lot. You can see why I felt like I was doing way too many things and trying too many things. But now that I look back, I think if I wouldn't have done those things, I wouldn't know that those things aren't right for me. And I would always wonder, like, could I run a daycare? Now I know for sure I can't run a daycare. I suck at running a daycare. But the kids are all alive, and I think they're all psychologically fine now. But I think that we all got through it, and I'm a little scarred from it, but that's okay. So I love my Cricut Explore Air 2, but I feel like supplies to get started add up so quickly, not to mention buying license for fonts to use and sale. So I just do gifts for people. Okay, Christian, you might be interested in our $10 planner tier. I buy the license rights to all of those designs so that you can resell with those designs. You can't resell the designs, but you can resell the products that you make with those designs. So if you're spending a lot of money on that kind of stuff, there is other routes to do that. You're such an inspiration to me. I really want a Cricut maker. I was thinking about how to use it for Bible journaling. I want to have the church ladies get into it. Yeah, I haven't even branched into Bible journaling with this. I do Bible journaling, but I'm branching into this with the bullet journaling, and we're gonna start bullet journaling soon. If you guys saw on Instagram, I posted a picture of my bullet journal, and people were like, where do I buy it? I was like, I actually made it. So that's always hard for me to tell people, because then I know that they have to have all the products to make it, but you can do it. How do you become a promoter? So a promoter of Cricut, if you have a blog or you have a social media that you have a pretty decent following on, you can become a promoter of a Cricut. If you already have a Cricut and you're wanting to start a blog, you can become an affiliate, and you can, I believe I have links that talk about becoming an affiliate and how to make money with the Cricut. So if you're looking at becoming a promoter of the Cricut, check out that video, because I go a little bit more into that. The designs we get are awesome. Thank you, Virginia. Okay, so we're working on, for our patrons, having designs that you guys can sell and stuff like that, and making sure I always buy the license, the commercial license for those designs. And we're also working on starting to do like some in-house design work for you guys to sell, like exclusive designs that we've made for you guys to sell. So I was on disability for having MS for 20 years, but I could Cricut till the cows come home. Okay, so I didn't realize how big this machine was until I talked to some of the people at the Cricut. Not big by like, okay, I'm gonna keep going with the statement I was gonna make. The Cricut Mountain Make-a-thon. You talk about having MS. I met a blogger, and I wish I knew her blog name right off the top of my head, but I don't. Her daughter was in the hospital for 2 years, and what they did was they were able to bring the Cricut into the hospital and make crafts, and that was their sanity. And because you're bedridden, it's hard to do a lot of the stuff, but because you have the Cricut, they were able to do a lot of the stuff. And like, that was one of the biggest things for me. I realized, like, this machine it's super empowering to people who feel like they're in hopeless moments. And it sounds so cheesy sometimes, but then I really start thinking about it, and I'm like, I am so excited to be able to promote machines that make other people's lives like actually really, really fun and have like a lot of additives. So Mickey Mouse ears, question mark? I'm not sure. Yes, Jason, we have a lot of Mickey Mouse ears on this channel. So if you're new, welcome. It's just, yeah. What's in her hair? Yeah, Mickey Mouse ears. They're dollar store Mickey Mouse ears. And yeah, so I'd love your input on how to start a blog, and I'm really interested in the idea of you creating a business tier. Yes, so it would be kind of like an exclusive smaller tier, but it would be worth it. I would definitely try to make it worth it. So let me finish adding this to my blog so that the giveaway is live for you guys. I gotta squeeze it in here. It'll be in the link that says get the latest coupon codes. I have a new background on my blog. That's new. We're gonna stick with it. We're just gonna go with it. So maybe I clicked a button while we were here. So I'm gonna probably let you guys go so that I can update this and make sure it's there. I've made a lot of signs with my Chalk Couture, but with my Air 2, I foresee so many other projects to do. Yes. You gotta keep trying until it works, says Katie. Yep, the creative sister, she knows firsthand that I'm like her #1 fan and I want her business to be successful. I want everyone's business to be successful if it's a good business and it makes you happy and it's fun, because it's just worth it. Okay, embed this on my site. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna get going and make sure that this is on the site in 10 minutes. And thanks, Katie. You're so sweet. All right, so I have friends and family coming up with even more ideas for projects, as if I don't have enough. LOL. The Cricut pattern, not the tutorial. I love my Cricut, but I really want to learn how to print then cut. This giveaway is really getting in the way of me hanging out with you guys today, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go put this on the blog, and I'm gonna try to do a live video a couple times next week so that we can hang out some more, because I miss hanging out with you guys. So where do you go to get in the maker? Okay, the giveaway is at the beginning of this video. I talk about it. We're just giving away the Cricut Maker, and I've got to go get it on the blog within the next 9 minutes, because that's when it goes live. I'll also share it on Facebook, and if you're already subscribed to my channel and you already follow me on Facebook, all you're gonna have to do is share the video. So that's it. So those are the 3 things that you've got to do, and I love you guys, and I will see you guys the next time I'm live. Otherwise, there's other videos coming up. Remember, today is the last day someone can order it for you, so you got to share the video. That's the whole reason I made it, so you had to share the video, because it has to be shared today for you guys to get it today. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantabulous day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!